Sherry, what is poppin', Sherry? How you doing? We on a full alert, DYME, which are brought to you first. Tlry on a full alert. Let's go. Yeah, as predicted, we are having a resurrection led by Tlry. I was gonna blow up, make you throw up. KSHB, what they gonna be? We gave you all the answers. TRST shit, you know it's Kendrick. Don't forget about Africa. We brought you into harvest, but why you still hate on the kid? Why that shit is far-fetched? Just the 52-week lows. That's just how it goes. Rich TV and shit. We about to make some dough. Yeah, right on everything in January. Shit is. We in the midst of a resurrection. Smash that like button. Let's go. We on a full alert. Full alert. Let me take you to the future. ACB on top. And Africa right next to that shit in the second spot. I'm like Jordan in his prime. Shooting with Pippen. Making money all the time. Fucking with some man. Kush bottles ain't going nowhere. You know it's gaining hype. And if you ain't watching, you ain't winning. It's time to say goodnight. Tina with the fever. That shit diva with it. Oh, it's gonna happen. That shit with Beaver. I don't fuck with non-believers. I got fire in my pocket. Take my way up to Supreme. If you bet on this company, you gon' make some cream. XLY. Are you guys watching DYME? Oh my goodness. Wow, DYME. DYME, man. Oh my goodness. Full alert for DYME. DYME, wow. Oh my goodness. What a way to start September in the green. Is it possible? As predicted, Tlry is up 19.5%. Tlry, shocking the world. Tlry, it's true. This is what we would call a resurrection. And I kept telling everybody that we were at a bottom. I kept saying we were at a bottom. Kept telling everybody we were at a bottom. I even heard a Forbes magazine say we would never see these high prices again. And I said, pardon? Never is a long time. Wow. Hey, I'm live right now. Okay. So I wasn't even planning to go live, guys. I was off to the beach. I was off to the beach, and then all of a sudden everything just started popping off. Tlry popped off. I'm like, yo, Tilray's doing what? I just did a video saying they're one of my top 10 picks. Oh, wow. What a day for Tlry, up 19.5%. Unbelievable. Back to $30 is Tlry. Wow. Tlry leading the pack, almost up 20%, 19.95%, traded 3.5 million shares at $30.79. So they're leading the pack, and they're really bringing up the sector. But DYME, Diani Med Brand, I did a video on Friday. I told you guys to watch these guys. I told you guys they could be a beast. They are running like the running of the bulls in Spain, up 47.6% at $1.24. They are running, folks. It is nice to see this in the cannabis sector. We've been waiting for a very long time. This is what we call well-deserved. So you deserve this. This is what I call the resurrection. And we predicted this. It's true. We did predict the resurrection. This is my Hawaii way. Still trying to learn how to use this thing. What the hell's going on here? Turn on, man. There we go. Do you guys like my picture? Do you like my photo? Surfing? Yeah. So, man, what a day in the cannabis sector. I want to get through everybody's messages. Sherry, Sky, Lampaco says, I'm still waiting. EMH to explode looks weak. Yeah, I mean, not everything's going to explode all at the same time, right? But overall, the sector's green in Canada and the United States right now, so that's a very good sign. Fofo for real says September starting off with a bang as predicted. Listen to the words.
Cannabis stocks and CEO.
Give me all your questions. We'll go through it. We're going through a resurrection as predicted by your boy. First, not second, not third, not fourth, not fifth, not 10th.
First.
First.
Trying to get the lawyers. They're trying to put lawsuits on these companies. Meanwhile, what they're trying to do is create a distraction so we don't take advantage of the cannabis stock resurrection. That's really what's going on. That's the truth. This is your boy Rich. And I'm Mo.
They don't want us to be a part of this, man. This is our freedom. DYME up 46%. It's absolutely on fire.
One day we gon' fly. We gon' make this money. We gon' live our life. We can all get high. I'ma spread my wings. I'ma feel alright. Shortest can't take us down. It's the time to buy and put your money in. Let the profits maximize. We the people stay true and we don't stand for lies. Canada, we the leader for the legalized. Herb be the cure for all the sick and all the broken. We wanted this for years and they thought we were joking. Nah. We were always patient. Cannabis for you and me and all the nations. So all my brothers and all my sisters go on and light it up.
We are great.
I want to take it to the head when the times are tough. I know we buying in the red, that's the sign of luck. But don't panic, we gotta manage, the time is us. And I don't care for the lefts and all the market makers. But I swear they nuts, I call them salty haters. Big pharma trying to get in for a piece of it. Because they know the medication, we don't believe in it. I'm so happy it's over, all the prohibition. And now we here, it's Rich TV, the coalition. There's no locking or stopping because we on a mission. Teach the people they spreading lies, it's a contradiction. You want to make money, invest in the top cannabis stocks in Canada and the United States that are revenue generating. Invest in the best because the best is blessed. This is your boy Rich. We're out. Peace. You're not winning, you're not watching. This is a cannabis stock revolution. It's true. Get ready for the resurrection. I'm out. Peace. I'm talking Jordan Belfort. Let's open up scenarios. Wolf of Wall Street, and I ain't talking about the DiCaprio. The man predicted markets. He knew it was going to explode. He knew it was making money, and he knew to crash our homes. Oh, yeah, these are the big boys. He also predicted the crash of bitcoins. That's a big short. Stop acting like a big dork. I'ma get this pie, no lie. I need a big fork. I know about the tactics. The short is making money off the people's back. It's horseshit. I'm telling you, take caution. Everything is so corporate. I'm trying to make enough money to give to all the poor kids, and that is what the herb is for. Helping people feed the poor. All we need is life, so stop thinking that all you need is more. And now we here, but our past, yeah, we can't forget.
Smash that like button. Let's go. Smash it, man. Who else has music like this? Come on, man.
We can all get high. I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright. And one day we gon' fly. We gon' make this money, we gon' live our life. And we can all get high. I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright. The real Wall Street loves cannabis stocks. Jordan Belfort believes in cannabis stocks. The new Wolf of Wall Street loves cannabis stocks. Rich TV Live loves and believes in cannabis stocks. The question is, do you believe in cannabis stocks, and will you achieve ultimate wealth through the cannabis stock revolution? It's true.
That's the question. That is the question. Will you believe the lies? Forbes printing an article saying these stocks will never go back to those prices ever again. Never is a long time, Forbes. You really think you want to print that? Interesting article. Fofo for real says September starting off with a bang. Oh, it sure is. Fat Nut says, what's poppin', Rich? You look amped up. What's the news? We're in a resurrection. That's the news. Cannabis stocks are exploding. DYME is up over 40%. And Tilray is flying. And we are green in the cannabis sector in Canada and the United States. And we are seeing green with all the biggest players. This is a good sign for what is hopefully to come. And hopefully this is the beginning of what we would call here Rich TV Live, or what I would call, and our members would call, the resurrection. So, love to know your opinions on it. You think this is just a green day? Do you think this is the beginning of something bigger? Have we hit the bottom? Because we were finding 52-week lows, and everybody was saying, including Forbes, oh yeah, this is the end of those prices in the cannabis sector. We'll never see these prices ever again. Oh my goodness. Come on. Do you really believe that? Cannabis is recession proof. Everybody's going to be taking cannabis. And if they're not going to be taking cannabis, they'll be taking CBDs. If they're not taking CBDs, they'll be using hemp products. So some people are going to be doing all three. Because if you're a cannabis enthusiast, you got no issues with taking CBDs, taking and using hemp products, and utilizing cannabis. And there's a lot of them. It's like 50% of the world last time I looked. Maybe higher now when you include CBD and hemp product. So when you think about how big this industry is, how big this industry is going to become, how these companies continuously getting bigger and better. We're not even legalized in America yet. Canada has been a disaster for their legalization. So, I mean, we're just in the early stages. So I find it laughable when you see huge publications like Forbes putting out articles saying that we'll never see these prices ever again. Come on. Come on. It's the stock market, man. Holly Moore says, talk to us, Rich. I'm talking to you guys right now. Anthony Rice says, which company should I keep, Oxley or Fire and Flower? Whew, that's a tough question. I probably have to say Fire and Flower. Hey, I'm live right now. Can I call you back? Okay, bye. For some reason, everybody will call me when I'm live. It's like a heat seeker missile or something. It's the weirdest thing. I would have to say Fire and Flower, but I do like Oxley. But I think Fire and Flower is going to be huge. I like them both. Can I say both? Half and half. Get half and half. David Allen Fitzpatrick says, "What's up? The cannabis sector's up." Let's go through it right now. Money Train James says, "I'm still waiting on pelts." Oh, what happened here? Wow, there's a lot of messages. I'm trying to catch up. Money Train James says, "I'm still waiting on pelts to do something." Oh, I'm sure he's going to do something. Just not when exactly we expect it. But when we least expect it, that's when something will happen. Kenitha Grant says, "Hi, Rich. How you doing?" CR says, "Oxley and Fire." Rob Parsons says, "Let's go." Fofo for real says, "You called it, brother." Jimmy says, "FNRC." Lampaco Silixi says, "Never heard about DYME." Yeah, I did a video about them this weekend, and they're exploding today. They're one of the biggest picks of the day. Ahmed Farat says, "What is your take on Juju?" They've been a disappointment. I mean, outside of that, that's my take. Bodog says, "DYME up 40%. Yes, it is, as predicted. CR says, "I know it would have been nice if we were talking about DYME weeks ago. Now, out of nowhere, we're going to talk about DYME now." Well, I talked about DYME on Friday, and today's Tuesday, and they're up 40%. So I think we are talking about them before they explode. What's popping? So DYME is up big, and Tlry is up big, and RavenQuest Biomed is up 8%. Tlry is currently up just under 20%. Tlry is flying. Absolutely flying is Tlry. Take a look at some of the leaders today in Canada and the United States. So let's start with percentage gainers in Canada. So we see Tlry at $30 now, up 19%. Namaste at 48.5 cents, just up just under 9%. RavenQuest Biomed at 42.9 cents, up just under 9%. Invictus MD Strategies, 31.5 cents, up 6.5%. Indiva, 38 cents, up 5.5%. Delta 9 Cannabis at 96 cents, up 5.5%. Nanosphere Health Sciences Inc. at 10 cents, up 5%. Canopy Growth up big at $32.95, up 4.74%. The Green Organic Dutchman flying up 4% at $3.50. Meta National Access Cannabis Corp at 45.5 cents, up 3.5%. So we're seeing a lot of explosions. Aurora Cannabis is up 2%. Chronos Group is up 1.2%. Afria is up 2.86%. Hexo is up 3.3%. Like all the big players are up, guys. Organigram is up 2.6%. Oxy is up slightly. All the big players. Canopy Rivers is up 2.8%. Aleafia is up 2.5%. The Flower Corporation at $3.06, up 3%. So we are seeing a lot of green in Canada. And let's take a look at the United States. Let's take a look at the United States. And if you have any questions, you want me to look at any picks, let me know now in the live chat. And if you haven't gone to richtvlive.com, you can do that, and you can see all of our picks and all of the information there every single day. richtvlive.com. I think we have close to 1,000 members who have subscribed on richtvlive.com. Thank you for all of you that have subscribed. And we are building a newsletter, which you guys will start getting access to. In America today, the players that are flying our Players Network, PNTV, up 16.8%. That's a penny stock. Forefront Ventures, FFNTF, up 14.8%. India Globalization Capital, up 7.9%. Green growth brands flying up 6.6%. Caliterra Therapeutics, KALTF, up 6.5%. Planet 13 Holdings at $1.92, up 6.4%. Curaleaf, after an article coming out saying they could make up to $1 billion next year, up 5.6%. Harvest Health and Recreation, $6.78, up 5.6%. Green Thumb Industries, a lot of these are picks that I gave to you guys on my top 10 list this weekend, up 5.29%. VBIO at 19 cents, up 5.56%. So we're seeing green all over the place. And all the top players. CWeb at $16.95, up 2.6%. Acreage Holdings, $7.46, up 2.4%. Canna Royalty Corp, $5.70, ORHOF, up 2.3%. Ianthus is slightly green. We are seeing almost all the big players are green today. Grow Generation Corp, another pick that I brought to you guys, at $5.61, up 3.52%. So we're seeing green across the board. So I thought I'd share that with you guys because I thought it was pretty exciting. Hope you guys are excited about it. And I believe this is just the start, in my opinion. Ryan says, do you believe that this is manipulation? Price target cut on Tilray by $60, then it explodes. Seems a little fishy. I think that stocks go down to create buying opportunities, and then they go up to create selling opportunities. I think that we got to look at it as nothing more than that. We have 68 people here. We have 25 likes. Come on, guys. Let's smash that like button. Let's let people know that we're live. We're talking about the cannabis sector. We are cannabis enthusiasts. And we are the most powerful community on YouTube in the stock market right here, right now. Okay. I told you guys that in September, everyone was going back to their trading desks. All the broker dealers, market makers, all the big wigs, they're all going back to their trading desks. And they've been hanging out on vacation, chilling out all summer. Now they're back to work. This is what happens. And I'm not surprised that we're seeing a resurrection. I predicted it. And I believe this is just a little appetizer. And I believe this is just the start of what is going to be a huge resurrection. And we have a lot of catalysts, including edibles, legalizing in Canada, and legalization of marijuana and cannabis in America and globally. So I believe that we are in the infancy stages of this sector. I believe that this sector will only get bigger. I believe that this sector will only get better. I believe a lot of the best players will become great global giants, and the stock prices will reflect that. And we have the opportunity to get in early. So I want to continue to tell our story and continue to watch these companies. Some of them are going to go up. Some of them are going to go down. There's going to be a lot of volatility. But if we continue to watch their stories and we continue to watch them grow over time, I think we will be in the right lane. And we will invest in the best. And as long as we invest in the best, and most likely the best will be blessed. And we'll be blessed with higher share prices, which will give us the opportunity to receive returns on our investments. However, the sector is highly volatile. We've seen 5 months of red. It's been very brutal for a lot of people. A lot of people can't handle it. But for someone like myself that's been doing this for almost 3 years, this has been the norm in the cannabis sector. They go up and they go down. I don't think it should be a surprise. I think this is kind of what it does. Fofo for real says, we thought ACB was going to move it, but Tilray with the sector mover sneak attack. Yeah, I think that, there's a lot of stocks in the sector that can move this sector. And they're all going to take their turn. And it's not necessarily going to happen when you want it to happen. They're all working behind the scenes to do deals. They're all working behind the scenes to get that $1 billion partner, just like Canopy did, like Kronos Group did, like we've seen Oxley do, like we've seen Fire and Flower do. So this is what these companies are doing. I'm sure Cannabis is looking for that too, so that they can clean up the float and some of these disgruntled investors that are insiders that are selling, which is taking the stock price down. And the better companies are going to be able to have a better handle of their stock. And the not so good companies, or the companies that are just not as experienced or can't control their float as good, are not going to be able to control the share price. And they're either going to be acquired, or they're going to need some type of $1 billion investor to come in and help them, or an advisor, or they need to add more board members that can help them with experience on how to build the share price. Because some companies do a better job of it than others, clearly, and you can see that. Big Zini says, the bull is back, Richie boy. Bottom is official. I hope you're right, brother. Yeah, Zenabis is at 99 cents. I think this is a great buying opportunity. However, Zenabis has been trending down. So if you're looking to average down, or if you're looking to buy more Zenabis, then I would suggest you just wait to see how low it's going to go, because it's been trending down, and I wouldn't want to rush to buy it if it could potentially go lower, because we've been seeing it go lower for the entire year. So let's find the bottom. I don't know if this is the bottom. It could definitely go lower, considering there are insiders selling millions of shares. When will I average down on Suniva and Xena? Well, when I see the bottom. Typically, when you find the bottom, you might not even need to average down, because by that point, it could go back up really quickly. So I think Zenabis and Suniva both have a lot of insider selling. And Suniva, more than Zenabis, has a very tight float. So I'm not even worried about Suniva. I think right now would be a very good time for me to average down. It's really low, but I believe that they have insiders that are selling. So I think that both Zenabis and Suniva are actually in the same boat, and they both have insiders selling, and they're not doing a very good job of controlling the float. Or maybe they are doing a good job of controlling the float, and it's their plan to have them sell at these low prices, and give shareholders a great entry point. But, it's not creating shareholder value in the short term. That's for sure. Chris Grant says AUSA is on its way back up. It's nice to see that. I think everything should be on its way back up, considering we found a bottom. Trevor Coogan says AGFAF. Thoughts? AGFAF. AGFAF. I don't know that pick. It doesn't show up here. I think Max Power is saying it's weird. When Xena explode, everything else goes down. When everything else goes up, Xena goes down. I think Xena has insider selling, and that's putting a lot of downward pressure on the stock. And until we figure out a solution to getting rid of all of those shares, we're not going to see the pressure stop. So either they have to do a block trade in the open market and buy him out, his entire book, which I'm sure they're probably thinking about, or they're just going to let it bleed into the market over a period of a few months, which will mean more buying opportunities for us. And in the long term, hopefully, huge returns. David Allen Fitzpatrick says Agriflora. Yeah, I own Agriflora. I really like them. Their share price is really beaten down. This might be a great buying opportunity, but who knows? Like I said, when you guys come to Rich TV Live, always consult a financial advisor, because I'm not a financial advisor. Consult a licensed financial advisor before you invest in anything that we talk about here on Rich TV Live, okay? I'm an investor just like you guys. I'm going to talk about a lot of picks. There's a lot of companies in the sector. Some are going to go up, some are going to go down. Some days, 50% are going to go up, 50% are going to go down. Some days, 90% are going to go up, 10% are going to go down. Some days, 90% are going to go down, 10% are going to go up. My job is just to explain who's hot, who's not, what's going on in the sector. Don't buy a stock just because I'm buying it, okay? Don't buy a stock just because I'm talking about it. Buy a stock because you've done the research, you've done the due diligence, and you like it. When you come here to Rich TV Live, this is an open forum and open discussion for us to talk about the picks that you like, why you like it, why you don't like it. This is not a place to hate on stocks. Some stocks are going to go up, some are going to go down. There's different reasons why they go up or down, okay? Stocks have buying and selling pressure, okay? Buying takes a stock up, selling takes a stock down. When there's insiders selling stock, market makers know that, they're going to really aggressively short a stock because they know there's insiders that are putting pressure on the stock, driving it down, driving it down, driving it down. This is what we're seeing on Cannabis. This is what we're seeing on Cannabis. Other companies have this problem too. I've seen this with Oxley in the past because they have too many shares. I've seen this with Aurora in the past. They've got too many shares. I've seen this with Cannabis Growth. They were pulling out $100 million a quarter with their insiders when Bruce Linton was involved. So I've seen this. They take advantage of the liquidity. There's a lot of volume. There's a lot of liquidity. There's a lot of cannabis enthusiasts like you and me that like to trade these stocks. They like the liquidity. They use it to sell their stock. Okay, guys? You need to understand this. Some of them are doing a better job of this than others. Excuse me. That does not affect the underlying business. There are some companies I've invested in like Cannabis. I like the underlying business that's growing. But it's still early. Cannabis is in its 9th month since the RTO, where you look at companies like Cannabis Growth that have been in business now for like 5 years. They've been publicly trading for like 5 years. You look at companies like Aurora Cannabis. They've been publicly trading for like 5 years. Like these companies have been around for a while now. They've been public for a while. They have a lot of partnerships. Cannabis is still relatively new. Well, guess who Cannabis is working with? Tlry. Well, guess who's on fire today? Tlry. So Tlry goes up, Cannabis is going down. Why? Cannabis has insiders selling. If you know that Cannabis has insiders selling, I wouldn't go and buy it. I would wait. Like right now, I bought it. I didn't know the insider was selling at that time. Now I know. So now I'm like, okay, well, let me buy more, lower my cost at a lower price. If it goes to 50 cents, I'm going to buy about 75,000 shares. And I'll have over 100,000 shares. I'll just chill on it. And then one day, if it goes to $5, I'll have $500,000. So this is the way my brain thinks. So I don't panic if a stock goes down. I'll just buy more. So I think sometimes people come out here, they're like, oh, Rich, you bought this, it's down. It's like you want to laugh at me. But the thing you don't understand is like, to me, I don't mind. I'll buy more stock at a lower price as long as I believe in the company. I don't think Cannabis is going to go bankrupt. So as long as Cannabis doesn't go bankrupt and the stock price doesn't stop trading, I have no problem lowering my average cost on both Cannabis and Cannabis. Cannabis actually has a much tighter float than Cannabis. Cannabis has 272 million shares fully diluted. Cannabis only has like 38 million shares. So Cannabis got a really tight float, and I have no problem buying shares cheap. I just want to buy them at the bottom. I don't want to chase them if they're going down. If they're going down, then let them go down. That's the way I look at it. I'm not going anywhere, man. I'm going to be here in the next 10, 20 years buying and selling these stocks. So what's the rush? I don't need to day trade it. If they're up, I'll sell them. If they're down, I'll buy more. That's my attitude. I don't really care. And with the income I make from my businesses, I just keep buying more and buying more and buying more. So what's the problem? If they go down, then we're going to buy more for the cheap, right? Just accumulate until I have them all. Eventually, I'm going to own them all. That's the plan. Romano says green growth brands might have hit a low from here. I think everything is hitting a low. I really, really do. Verge Society says AUSA is popping. Curaleaf and AUSA had a great day. Hey, man, it's good to see. And I believe this is just the start. The resurrection is here. The resurrection is near. And I'm not surprised. I mean, I've been talking about this for months, right? Like, it's literally like you can almost flip a switch. You can't find the like button on your phone? It's under the video. It's right there. Can't be that hard to find it. Virch Society says bottom is definitely in. Banks are fighting over Cura shares. Hey, man, that's great to see. Five Finger Limited says, what's up? A lot of cannabis stocks are up right now. John says, Xena down 7%. Hey, man, you're going to have that when insiders keep dumping shares. And like I said, it's a buying opportunity. So, I'm not going to rush to buy them, but if they keep going lower, I'm going to definitely buy some. I just don't know what price because they keep going lower. So I'll pick them up lower. Johan Morgan says they said that about Bitcoin too. Yeah, they say lots of things. Bodog says this morning I was down when after lunch, up, and away. That's good to see that, man. John says, when is it going to stop? I have no idea, man. I can't control the shares, man. If I could control the shares, I'd be in a different place right now. Wow, there's a lot of messages. I'm trying to keep up with you guys' messages. It's crazy. Max Power says Xena at 99 cents, great for buying, terrible for holding. Hey, man, Max, if you want to buy stocks before they explode, then you got to buy them when they're down. Anybody who bought Tilray on Friday is up today. That's just the way it goes. If you don't believe that Cannabis is going to go up, then you shouldn't buy it. Trust your eyes. If your eyes are telling you that Cannabis is going down and there's a shareholder that's dumping stock, why would you buy it? So at the end of the day, you got to trust your eyes. And, some stocks are going to go up and some are going to go down. And there's going to be different reasons why they go up and down. Keep harping on it is not going to solve anything. Gabe says, hope Cannabis is next. Cannabis, like I said, they'll have their day. It's just not necessarily going to be today. Ahmed says, what do you think about Juju? It's the second person that asked about Juju. It's not really worth my discussion. Lampaco Seliski says, I'm going to jump off balcony if Xena keeps going down more. Ooh, that's a pretty tough way to look at the markets. If you're going to look at the markets like that, you probably shouldn't be in the market. Brett says, still getting hammered. Well, I would suggest waiting for the bottom. Verge Society says, Peltz is invested in AUSA, just wait. Yep. Leo Landscaper says, let's go Resurrection. Big Zini says, it's all about Canopy. Bottom is in. Man, we've been calling for this Resurrection for months, man. So on cue, first trading day of September, and we're green. What do you expect? LLT was up 33% today? Don't tell me I missed that. Oh. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Lightlink Technologies up 29% today. Oh. Damn, I just knew it, man. Jeez, sneak attack. Yeah, Cena's sucking today. It's true. Leo the Landscaper says, go Labs. Is Labs having a good day today? Big Zini says, it'll pop off, though. The sector will boost Xena. Yeah, I think Xena will have its day. Just not necessarily today. Max Power, for somebody that actually owns a stock, I've never seen anybody be more negative about a stock or two stocks that they own. You say you own Cannabis and you say you own Huge, but all you do is negatively talk about them. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's very sad. I don't panic. So when you constantly talk about something being down, it really looks like you're a hater and a troll and a shorter, to be quite honest. It's pretty sad and odd because it's just like a waste of everyone's time to constantly hear negativity when you see an entire sector that's green and you want to constantly talk about one stock that's down. It's really weird when there's so many stocks that are up. And for me, like Cannabis is one of many stocks that I own. So like I'm not that concerned about the fact that it's down. So if it makes you feel good to keep talking about it, then I don't know what to say, man. Like maybe you need to find another forum to go talk about how negative it is doing. Because yeah, we're aware of it. But there's also some stocks that are doing very well, like Tlry, who's working with Cannabis. They just bought $30 million worth of product from Cannabis. So at some point, Cannabis is going to turn around, just not today. So harping on it isn't going to solve it, you know? Five Finger Limited says PLPRF plus products up 7%. That's a nice day for plus products. Drew D says Medicine Man, great US play. Yeah, Medicine Man has been looking pretty good. Big Zini says, I like weed, OGI, Hexo, ACB, Cron, and T-God. Oh, you got some of the best right there. Sheldon Snow says, I will not get excited until I see what tomorrow brings, see if we can follow it up or if we bleed again. That's a very good point. I mean, obviously it's one day, but it is nice to see green. I think if it was red today, it would really sucked. So it was nice to see green today because we've had 5 months of red, and it would be nice to just see a green month because we haven't seen a green month in like 6 months. That's half a year. And the last time I saw either the cannabis sector or the crypto sector go backwards for a year, it was in the crypto space. And that was when Bitcoin went all the way down to $3,000. And then it exploded back up to like 14, 15,000, up 500%. So I think that the end is near. The resurrection is coming. I don't necessarily know if today's the day. I just think it's nice to see green. Upswing Trading says, let's go DN. Yes, Delta 9. Good call on Delta 9 Upswing Trading. Ahmed Farhad says, Habibi, Rich, great job. The resurrection right around the corner. John says, how low will Xena go? You know, I honestly have no idea. I never thought it would be this low, and that's why I've been buying it. So now that it's even hit more all-time lows, who knows? I think the lowest it's gone is 93 cents, right? So let's see. You know, I'm going to start buying 1,000 shares at a time. I just want to find the bottom, and I'm going to start buying 1,000 shares at a time. Lorenzo says, Rich, glad to see you live, bro. Yeah, man. You know, who else would be here on the beginning of the resurrection other than your boy Rich, the guy who predicted it? Sheldon Snow says, any news on CanTrust? This bag is getting heavy. Oh, man, you're holding that bag? We have to wait till Health Canada has some type of response. Whacker Beat says, man, I have no worries for my ACB. Just wish my MedMen would get its mojo back. Yeah, I think that, you know, you got to consider lowering your cost if you're down. And I think MedMen is a good company to do that with. I think MedMen will have a future. They're having some issues, kind of like Cannabis with money and growth. But I think they're going to get it together and they're going to be really big. Big Zini says, Bulls is back, baby. Buy now, sell October 16th, LOL. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. Sheldon Snow says, I think so too, Big Zini. People Bite says, did DYME announce revenue? Yeah, I did a video and they are growing exponentially. That's why the stock is going up. I did the video last week and on the weekend and alerted everybody in advance. I also did a video on Delta 9. They went up as well today. So good to see stocks that are going up. And I have another idea of a company that's going up that I want to talk about that I'll probably do another video on later today. Five Finger Limited says, Rich, do you think Tlry will buy Cannabis? You know, that could happen. I would not be surprised. Let's just put it that way. Big Zini says, excellent day, though. Watching Canopy, the bottom is definitely in. I think you might be right. I mean, we predicted the resurrection would be here. This is the first day of green in a long time. So it is nice to see. Hopefully, this will continue. Lorenzo says, global cannabis index is definitely pushing up today. Oh, yeah, it's green in Canada and the US. Sheldon Snow says, sometimes they will all go down for 5 months. Yeah, creating a buying opportunity. David James says, I love Agriflora. They will for sure be more than 22 cents USD. That's what I bought them at for. It's a no-brainer. Pick up these at levels. I'm in at 107,000 shares at the moment. Wow, that's a lot of shares. Upswings Trading says, expect Delta 9 to open over $1 tomorrow. All-time being used. MKN says, hi, Rich TV. Could you discuss Tlry, please? Thank you. Yeah, let's take a look at Tlry. I mean, a lot of sneak attacks today, including Lightlink Technologies. Nice to see that. As companies that are good companies are not going to stay down. They're going to either do sneak attacks, they're going to have news, they're going to do something to ensure that the price goes back up. They won't allow the prices to stay down forever. So Tlry is now up 17.38%. A little bit of a sell-off at the end, but huge day for Tlry. And let's see if there's any news. So there's no news here. So Tlry is doing a sneak attack. Now, I heard that there was a rumor about a big tobacco company looking to do a deal with Tlry. That is like the rumor mill that's churning. So I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've heard. I don't know if you guys heard anything different. Love to know your guys' opinion on that. Big Zini says Bitcoin is strong right now too. Gold and silver are popping as they should. Maybe Tlry buys Zena. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Zena is definitely struggling with their share price. But I don't know how that would work. Because Tlry has a very tight share structure. It'd be very complicated. Drew D says, we'll be fine on Suniva, bro. Yeah, I'm not worried. I just want to lower my cost. It came down very violently. Max Power says, if Tlry buys out Zena, Zena will explode large. And then we would get shares in Tlry. So nothing wrong with that. So, we just got to think logically, right? Good companies are going to last. And even if they're down, they're not going to be necessarily out. Like, look at Namaste today. A lot of people laughed at Namaste, but Namaste had a really good day today. And I'm not surprised that Namaste had a good day because they're a good company. And they have some brands that are going to succeed, like Pineapple Express, like Canmart. So you can't just rule a stock out just because it's beaten down. That's what shorters want you to think. But at the end of the day, it isn't necessarily the case. Companies are going to go up and down for lots of different reasons. Insider selling, debt funding, toxic funders, day traders selling, bankers and institutions selling. There's so many reasons why stocks are going to go up and down. But at the end of the day, if they're a good company and they're generating revenue, the market makers will take that price up over time based on their revenue and their growth. And if companies consistently turn good revenue and they eliminate their debt, over time, the stock price will explode. It's just a matter of time. Five Finger Limited says, bye, bye, bye. Big Zini says, namaste for the win on my list. Big Zini says, market closed, great day. Great day. Absolutely. Big Zini says, should have bought Namaste August 23rd. MKN says, do you think current prices are overvalued? I think for some companies, absolutely. I think the sector as a whole is overvalued, but I think overall the sector is growing. So eventually it will be undervalued if these prices stay low. So you have to assume that these prices are going to skyrocket at some point to get in line with the growth of the sector because we are seeing unprecedented growth. And I believe we will continue to see unprecedented growth in the sector. Andy K says, Jetlines up big today, 44%, looking to fly soon. Wow. MKN says, Tilray has privateer holdings, 75% of their stock. Even though there is a 2-year lockup period, I'm concerned that Tilray can secretly sell their shares and the price goes south quickly. Thanks. I mean, anything's possible with these companies. You know, every one of these companies has different backdoor deals somehow, some way, right? So that's the reason why people are public, is so they can sell shares. And they have different deals with accountants and attorneys and consultants and marketers and everybody to help them. And the companies that have the best plans are the ones that do the best. Thank you, Max Power. Appreciate you, man. And let's just stay positive, man. Let's not be negative, especially about holdings that you have. Richard says ZBISF to 50 cents, then buy. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Upswing Trading says, LOL, good to call him out. C-Web. Yeah, I like C-Web, man. Upswing Trading saying, clearly a short seller. Pearl Harbor says, that title is misleading. Anything that so-called exploded is still down big. Plus, not too many pot stocks were up at all today. Are you even looking at the sector? We see green all over the place. And today was a green day in Canada and the United States. And we've seen the entire cannabis sector be down for 5 months. So Tilray exploded today. DYME exploded today, and a lot of other stocks that we're going to talk about have exploded today. So I can see that you have your own opinion, and you're most likely a short seller or a hater or a troll. But at the end of the day, be realistic with what you're seeing. This was a green day in the cannabis sector after 5 days of red. This is a very good sign for the sector, and I believe this is a start of a lot more green moving forward, because the reality is we do see a lot of green in the sector. DYME up 47% today. It's nice to see stocks like DYME and Tilray having big days, and it's nice to see green in the cannabis sector in both Canada and the United States. All across the board, everywhere you look, you will see green in Canada and the United States. So I don't know why people want to sit there and lie and say that it's not green in Canada and the United States when it is. I don't understand. It's really, really odd. What's wrong with people? It's odd. Like who are you kidding? Don't you see the spike? It's a huge spike. Wow, Namaste finished up 19%. Wow. Namaste. Making a move. Namaste. Canopy Growth finishing up 5.6%. Wow. Chiron up 6.2%. Wow. Oh my goodness. You know what? This is great. This is absolutely fantastic. I need to put a song on, I think. I think we deserve a song. This thing doesn't ever want to turn on for me. I don't know why. Well, here we go. I think we deserve a song. A lot of green today. A lot of green today. I don't understand. So much green, and people actually trying to say there's not much up today? Like, really? Like, what's wrong with people? Like, what planet are you guys on? Man. Just like, I got a song for you guys. For the haters. Or the shorters. If you're short right now, oh, brother. Oh, Nelly. I got a song for you if you're a shorter. And if you're holding cannabis stocks, there's no need to do this. There's no need for this. I do like RTI long term, yes. Namaste up big, man, 19%. Canopy up big. Let's go. Canara is about to receive their license. Yeah, Frank, Canopy's up, brother. Let's go. Yeah, man, my top 10 is fire, bro. Thank you, Frank.
Uncharted, yeah, I'm trying to get the swing of things. You love the green, but you hate the red. It's like you love the sex, but you hate the head. There's no difference, I finish all the evenings. That mean I'm taking your places, no mistake that you are beginners. You miss me, rinse and repeat. It's Rich TV, you miss me, I'm the one, Jet Li. It's time that we get popping now. I ain't never stopping now. You would think I'm floating in the open way I cop a cloud. You should even shop around. You should buy a pair of boots. Hater is my stomping ground. This is how the market goes.
Round and round we go.
Where it stops, we just don't know. Don't panic, don't panic. Why you spend up all your dough?
Just sit back and watch the show.
Pray that you'll just strike some gold.
Don't panic. Don't panic.
Market makers are heartbreakers, the soft stages. Bring the
Your
heat.
boy Rich is here.
Las Vegas. You hard haters are all fakers. I mob like Don Carlos on another song. I don't pause, baby. I don't panic. I just mix it up like Shaka Khan. You say tripping on the sides like a soccer mom. And when it's on, I transform like Decepticon. I can tell your whole future looking at the devil's palm. You're too weak, bro. Cause you looking at a
52-week low.
These are opportunities to seize, yo. No peace, though. I don't cheat. I just move when I cruise to the cheat code. Put the limit in. Stop it if you have to. This is mathematics for addicts for last two. Rich TV live. He a swell guy. He'll teach you how to
Buy low and sell high.
Yeah.
We want to buy it on the bottom. 52-week low.
I get money because it's all sweet. You looking at the real wolf of Wall
Yo,
Street.
smash that like button. Let's go.
This is how the market goes.
We live
Round and round we go.
talking about the resurrection. Let's smash that like button. Let's go.
Don't panic. Why you spend up all your dough?
Just sit back and watch the show.
Pray that you'll just strike some gold.
Don't panic. Don't panic. If you're shorting, don't panic. Get the wheels in motion. That's just pure gold, man. Who else has this? Does anybody else have this? Does anybody else have this? I'm just asking. I don't know. Asking. Cannabis news today says Xena is available on Fidelity. Thank you. Matthew says Rich, awesome video on Control Energy. Great pick. Thank you. Hey man, I just want to bring you guys good companies. And I know I've been doing this for 2.5 years and I haven't brought all winners. I want to get better and better and better. I haven't been doing this for 20 years. I've only been doing it for 2.5. We're going into 3, but I feel like we're getting better. And I make mistakes. You know, obviously people want to talk about Cannabis. People want to talk about Saniva going down. People want to talk about Namaste. But look at Namaste today, up 19%. So if you believe in a company, always believe in it. And when it goes really low, that's the time to buy. I mean, there's really no other way to look at it. That's really the time to buy. And if it goes up and you're in the green, that's the time to sell. And that's just kind of my investing strategy. And I own about 20 stocks right now in the cannabis sector. So I don't mind holding stocks. You know, if one goes up, I sell it. If one goes down, I might buy more or I might just wait. I'm in no rush because I know this sector is only going to get bigger. So I will just consistently accumulate positions in companies that I think long-term have the chance to explode. Because I put in, you know, anywhere from 1,000 to 50 grand in stocks. So if I'm going to put that much in, my thing is if I wait a couple years and that thing pops and goes up 500%, I can make a killing. So I don't mind waiting. And then when they go down, I actually look at it as a good thing because I'm like, oh, okay. So now I can buy this company that I liked at this price and I can buy it at this price. Okay. So I start accumulating at a lower price. And eventually when it does explode, because the way my brain thinks is sometimes a little too far ahead, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ahead sometimes, the way I'm looking at these companies, something I'm realizing. And it's like, sometimes they're going to go down before they go up. So I think we've had a good track record here. We've been able to predict all the biggest winners first, and we've done it consistently. And I think Cannabis, eventually there will be a bottom and it will explode like violently. Just like it has violently come down, I think it will violently go up. I agree, and I believe the same thing will happen with Saniva. I also believe the same thing will happen with Namaste, like we saw today with Namaste going up 19%. This is what I'm trying to say. As quickly as they go down, they can very quickly and very violently come back up. And don't be surprised when it happens because great companies can go down, okay? And really poor companies can go up. But over time, great companies will go up. They will go up over time. You can't deny it. Great companies will go up over time. 100% they'll go up over time. Upswing Trading says Namaste is looking good. Peepo Bite says, hey, Rich, want to do your live show from Ottawa October 17th? That would be dope. Yeah. Why not? That's a good idea. Jerry C says, hey, Rich, any news on CanTrust, Alifia, or Afria takeover? No. I don't think anybody's going to take over CanTrust until they have their hearing with Health Canada get resolved. Why would someone acquire a company that they don't know what their future is? I think everyone's waiting on that. Once they get some type of a resolution, I think then you'll see the wheels quickly go into motion, whether it is CanTrust just reopening for business or it is an acquisition of CanTrust so that they can have better strategies in place to make sure that these issues don't happen again, because it just can't happen. It's a black eye for the entire sector. Alex Castillo says, hey guys, how you guys like Namaste today? Yeah, everyone was laughing at Namaste, and today they're the biggest leader in the sector. Isn't that funny? Other than DYME. DYME was the biggest leader at 47%. And I brought you guys DYME in my video this weekend in advance, and I brought you guys Delta 9 in advance. Both of them were green today. So, and I did my top 10 in the US and top 10 in Canada video. Tlry was one of my top 10 in the US, and they exploded today, 17%. Sheldon says, smash that like button. Thank you guys for the 56 likes. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes. We've done it before. I'd love to do it again. We got 86 people watching. Let's see if we can hit 100 likes. MKN says, thank you very much, Rich. Great discussion. Hey, my pleasure. MIG12 says, good start for September. Yeah, but apparently someone on here was saying that he saw a lot of red today. Apparently it was a bad start. Isn't it funny how people can actually try to lie? It's funny, right? Five Finger Limited says, Rich, I am up 456% this summer. A lot of your picks made big money when Zenabis deal with Tlry, $30 million deal. Hey, man, I'm happy to hear that you're up 456%, Five Finger Limited. That's crazy. Congratulations. That's huge. Is ZMA one of your picks? Because they've been up over 400%. StockTube Home says MKNE E-Trade has Zenabis and all the other stocks you desire. Okay, thank you guys for sharing. It's a great community here sharing information, guys. MIG12 says MKN Zenabis symbol is ZBISF in America. Alex Castillo says, any news on CanTrust? One article says they get delisted from TSX by end of September. I think it's BS. Can't read anything about it elsewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but where there's smoke, there's fire. I don't know if they get delisted. I don't think they get delisted, but I don't know. I haven't heard it other than what you're saying and heard a little bit about the article, but I haven't read it. Derek says, I'm final roll up a fat blunt of gelato. Rudy Toledo says, hit that like, people. 78 of us watching and only 2 likes. Well, we got 91 watching and 59 likes, and let's smash that 100 likes number. We've done it before. Let's do it again. Upswing Trading says Delta 9 up 7.69%. And yes, you did give me the pick. Upswing Trading, good pick, man. Up 2 days in a row after you gave me the pick. Very nice. MIG12 says Namaste is having more green days than red lately. Yeah, because Namaste hit the bottom. My opinion on this article. You know what? I don't want to go through the article right now. I might have to just do a full video on that. But thank you for that. Sheldon Snow says, I think people are happy with the green day, Rich, but many are bag holding, so they need many green days just to break even. Yeah, I mean, this is just a start. This is like, this is not like, hey, let's celebrate. We made all our money today. I mean, this is just a start, and, hopefully we're going to see a lot more of this where this came from. Michael York says 3 out of 4 of my positions were up today, Curaleaf and ACB. Nice. Good to see that. This is hopefully a start. Derek says Bury me in a casket made of weed. Yeah. I might be down for that. Sheldon Snow says, Derek, use hemp, great building material. I agree, hemp. MIG12 says, shorts about to get squeezed. Yeah, that's why they're on here talking about it being a red day when it clearly was a green day. Derek says, Sheldon, thanks for the tip. Michael York says, cannabis is a steamroller. Even the Surgeon General is going to get flattened. Matthew Francis says, these haters probably bought huge at 90 cents. Monsieur Animale says, Sparks blunt. Yo, enjoy that blunt, man. Alex Castillo says, holding my TRST shares, no matter what, only got 10K in them anyways. Yeah, I like the company, and I think they're going to find a way through this. I really do. Chris says, what up, Rich? What's up, Chris? Jacob says, T-God is about to explode. They had a very nice day today. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, but they need revenue. Chris says, hello, room. Five Finger Limited says, Rich, never heard of Lightlink Technologies until your full alert made 22%. Hey, man, congratulations, man. Jacob says, give it 2 weeks. Okay. Chris says, how about Tlry? Yeah, Tlry was on fire today. Apparently, there is a rumor that is a big tobacco company is looking into them. Jacob says, then pull back when they uplist to the NASDAQ. MIG12 says, expect green for Xena tomorrow. Chris says, and Namaste had a beautiful run up. Beautiful. Namaste likes to trade like that. Very volatile. Yeah, I mean, they go down very quickly and they're going to go up very quickly. And I'm sure there's a lot of shorters that are getting squeezed right now on them. MIG12 says, on Namaste, just do the opposite of your instinct. Michael York says, Cannabis 2.0 is yet to blow. Oh, this is just the beginning. Fofo for real says, MJ up after hours. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Resurrection. I think we need a song. Chris Tofa says, you said that about 2 weeks ago about Namaste Rich. You were right. Man, I mean, I just been around. I've seen these stocks go up and down. And Namaste is not going to disappear, man. Namaste will not disappear. I'm telling you. They need to get more revenue. That's why they went down. They went down for a real reason. The company wasn't generating enough revenue. That's why it went down. If the revenue grows, the price will grow. But the revenue stayed the same. Listen to this song.
There's retro fitness.
Listen closely to the words.
With both, you get good energy. But with
I made this song for you guys. With the help, obviously, of Ill Kid. No, I don't think Zeke gets signed today.
If I told you about the markets and there's profits in this true. If I told you about the largest of the margins in this true. If I told you about the 52-week lows and highs, it's true. You ain't watching, you ain't winning. Get your popcorn, cause it's true.
Get your popcorn?
If I told you about the markets and there's profits in this true. If I told you about the largest of the margins in this true. If I told you about the 52-week lows and highs, it's true. You ain't watching, you ain't winning. Get your popcorn, cause it's true. Yeah, winning is spinning the crew. Putting this all in the proof.
Did he say something about getting popcorn? We're getting our popcorn. I haven't done this in a long time. But I have a feeling. I just got this feeling.
it live. Rich TV, don't stay on our side. Comment below, don't wanna show. Pics are hot like out of this road. No, we don't play, don't know what to say. Rich on his prime, making hits all day. Bring what you sow, going and go. Pop what is done, here we go with the show. I told you about the markets and there's profits and it's true. If I told you about the largest, still the margins and it's true. If I told you about the 52-week lows and highs, it's true. You ain't watching, you ain't winning, get your pop on cause it's true. If I told you about the markets and there's profits and it's true. If I told you about the largest, still the margins and it's true. If I told you about the 52-week lows and highs, it's true. You ain't watching, you ain't winning, get your pop on cause it's true. Yeah, you can join the WhatsApp, long as your ass ain't suspect. Always wondering what's next. We all here to gain success. $100 a member, 1 million members. Do the math, I'll do the rap. That's way too much money to mention. We in the green capital, we on the mean avenue. Know what I mean? All that I seen, I got a clean attitude. How can I be mad at you? I mean, how can we be mad at you? Rich TV is free and you still ain't got a weed, but in gratitude, ACB got ABCC, all ducks in a row. Please don't play with me. You say to me that Rich, he just don't know. He can't predict the way the market is. White line from his esophagus. How he got all this confidence. All the shit he's saying is nonsense. Nah, that ain't true. Take a look, now take a roll. All sticks all right through the road, like through the road, like through the road. Nah, you ain't making a cent. Nah, you ain't making a cent. Y'all, if you always a troll, y'all, then you're living in tent. If I told you about the markets and its profits, then it's true. If I told you about the largest, still the margins, then it's true. If I told you about the 52-week lows and highs, it's true. You ain't watching, you ain't winning, get your pop on cause it's true. If I told you about the markets and its profits, then it's true. If I told you about the largest, still the margins, then it's true. If I told you about the 52-week lows and highs, it's true. You ain't watching, you ain't winning, get your pop on cause it's true. Yeah.
We discovered the undercover, underexposed, underappreciated, undervalued companies first. It's true. Because people are rich. You're not winning. You're probably not watching. We'll bring you the winners. Bring to you first.
So those picks are right in the song, man. It's crazy. Teflon Williams says, is ZBISF still a buy long in your opinion? Yes, absolutely. MIG says, only reason Cannabis is dropping is management selling. I wouldn't call it management. It's an insider that has a position of insider shares, but is no longer inside the company. He's no longer with the company. I think he's probably disgruntled, and that's why he's dumping the stock. MIG says revenue is solid for Cannabis, very solid. Teflon Williams says, do you believe in visibility long? I do, yes. Seth says, do you think Xena is going to go lower, or do you think we have hit the bottom? I think we could definitely go lower because right now there is an insider selling that has a lot of shares, and there isn't enough trading to be able to handle his shares, and he's taking the price down. So until the insiders that have a huge block are done selling, I think the stock could keep going down, in my opinion. Matt Barone says, watch AUSA and ACB announce plans into the US very soon. There's a reason why AUSA decided to expand their Aurora class facility from 55,000 to 300,000 right after ACB partnership with UFC. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Cannabis stock news today says, Seth, look for a bounce at 42 for Xena. I mean, that would be a great price to get into a giant. John Olson says, hey, Rich, just left TD Ameritrade. Nothing is in the green compared to when I purchased. That's probably why he's whining about it. So don't panic. Don't panic. Well, I mean, I guess you have to find a better way to buy stocks and try to get them at a lower price. I mean, nobody forced you guys to purchase at a higher price. If you feel like this is the bottom, now's the time to buy. And when you see returns, you can take your profits. If you bought in the summertime in the red, then you need to adjust your strategy like I do. I bought in mid-July. I should have waited. Hopefully next year I'll be smart enough to buy end of August. This year, I thought that maybe middle of July was going to be the bottom, but I mistimed it. What do? And they went lower, but I believe they will come back up. And that is signaling a buying opportunity, in my opinion, for a lot of these stocks. And that's what I've been doing a lot of videos talking about. I don't like MCOA. Upswing trading saying they're all going up. September is here and volume will return. Yeah, I think we saw that today. And Upswing Trading says shorts better run for the hills. I think they are running, and that's why you see them come on shows like this saying that today was a red day when it was clearly green. Drew D says just like 5 to 6 months can't be straight red. Days, some can happen for green. Stay patient, don't panic. Drew D says buy low, sell high. Mary says that's big. Cannabis Stock News Guy says, isn't Namaste tied pretty closely to Zenabis? Would they be affected if Zenabis falls more? No, Namaste and Zenabis are two different companies. Zenabis has a brand called Namaste, but Namaste and Zenabis have no connection whatsoever. Eric says, I wonder what Namaste does tomorrow. Upswing Trading says, just look at the past chart of weed. What goes up must come down and vice versa. 100%. Pipo says, heavy volume trading day on Namaste today. Wonder why. Not a sneak attack. Lorenzo says, haha, get that popcorn going, Rich. Yeah, you know what? We got some popcorn. And it's hot. It's hot. It's coming hot. And it's nice to see Dyme in the green. It's nice to see Tlry in the green. It's nice to see Cannabis growth in the green. I got some popcorn. You guys want some popcorn? You guys want some popcorn? Told you guys to get your popcorn ready. Because now, we're about to blow. We're about to blow. And it's your boy Rich. As predicted, the resurrection. I told you it was coming. I told you it was coming first. I wasn't kidding. And I'm not even surprised. And I'm telling you right now, this is just the beginning. All right, guys. I've been live for too long. I got popcorn everywhere. I'm going to eat it. I'm out. Peace.